Blake Shelton, Country 100.7. We'll bounce around 15. Roo Phelps has your news you can use. Casey Clarke Show with Roo Phelps. Roo's news coming up.
He's a personality who has been entertaining country music fans for almost 2 decades, both on TV as part of CMT.
So your brother writes the song.
And radio with a nationally syndicated daily program, as well as the Casey Clarke Country Countdown.
Country 100.7, Casey Clarke Show with Roo Phelps. It was other people actually came with these great ideas that said, hey, you should do that. I'm like, maybe there's something to that. And here we are almost, 10 years pretty much later, still doing it. It is going to be just a wonderful time.
3 years ago, after a decade and a half in Toronto building his brand, becoming arguably Canada's most popular country music broadcaster, the Edmonton native was looking to downsize.
Quite honestly, only 3 locations in Canada that we kind of had a wish list.
Lucky enough for country fans in the Okanagan, Kelowna was on that short list.
To have the opportunity to be here and live seriously in the best place in Canada, it really is. It's ridiculously awesome.
As it turned out, the timing of his search couldn't have come at a better time. In late 2012, Roo Phelps,
Country 100.7, and that's what you need to know.
the newly appointed morning host for Country 100.7, was on the lookout for a new partner in crime.
I'm going to read the script, okay, that Roo provided for me.
I was nervous because I was excited because I was such a big fan of his. The initial meeting was really awkward. It's almost like a blind date being set up by your boss.
All of a sudden you're like, be friends. No, really be friends. Mine was better. No, mine was way better than that. Oh my God. You're going to have to redo yours. Yours made no sense.
It didn't take long for the duo to unite and form a bond that doesn't always come easy in the radio world.
You're working so closely with someone for 4 hours a day. Like, we're literally looking at each other.
I think it went as seamlessly as it could have possibly gone.
I think the surprise has been how well we've gelled so quickly.
Still recording his nationally syndicated show after making the move to Kelowna, the solid bond he had formed with Phelps gave him an idea. 6 months into their working relationship, she joined the show, creating the Casey Clarke Show with Roo Phelps, not only in the mornings on Country 100.7, but on radio stations across the country.
Country 100.7, Casey Clarke Show with Roo Phelps at your service.
Maybe if you guys hit it off, he'll put you on the syndicated show, and I just was like, like that was the most out to lunch idea ever.
After that, that's when it really kicked into high gear.
It was just like massively flattering. So
And she said, I'll get back to you.
I was like, call my agent.
Really?
This is a great photo of her just oiling up the turtle shell, super carefully polishing him.
Being broadcast across the country is an exciting opportunity. It's a chance to create a show that speaks to all Canadians rather than focusing on the local audience.
Those are the kinds of things you look for that have a feeling or emotion attached to them, that are just universal, and that you could be anyone and it would still matter to you.
If you have some good stuff and you want to celebrate it, you can post it on our Facebook page. It's not generic, but it's something that resonates with basically every Canadian. 40% of adults say they often lie about this. What is it, Nick?
Now heard on over 40 stations across Canada, their popularity continues to grow, with listeners from Kelowna all the way to St. John's, Newfoundland.
I like to think we've got even bigger things ahead of us.
I was going to say we're done. Totally done. Man, we've overachieved everything that I could ever even think of. No, it's true. I'm just kidding. I absolutely.
Reporting for Go on Shaw TV, I'm Brendan Osborne in Kelowna.
We also learned that Gord Bamford, Joe Nichols are in town tonight. Tickets still available, and that's what we learned.